Hey, it's Amy and Scott from the Last Night's Game podcast, and we are talking about the WNBA draft. We're giving you a 101 of what you need to know for the next generation of WNBA players when the draft happens. Scott, who am I watching for?
This year, we had the Dallas Wings have the number one pick after winning the lottery, which the worst four teams get to go into to see who gets the number one pick. And it's across the board. It's going to be Paige Bueckers from UConn, coming off the national championship and an incredible college career.
That's amazing. So, what you and I talk a lot on the podcast is the fact that WNBA players have these, or women's college players have these brands that the men's teams don't have because they have to stay in college longer. And that's part of the WNBA rules.
Yeah, so unlike NBA, where they have to be 19 or at least a year out of high school. Women have to be 22 years old to enter the draft. So they're able to stay in college longer, at least 3-4 years, and build a brand coming into the pros.
So we were talking ahead of this a little bit, and you were telling me there are the people who were maybe possibly number 2 picks have chosen to go back to school. Talk to me about that, because we saw Caitlin Clark and a lot of these other players exit stage left when they had a chance. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, the number 2 pick, she went at Notre Dame, scheduled to be number 2 pick, decided to go back to college for another year, transfer to TCU. You would think that it's likely due to NIL, making more money in college with endorsements and things like that, because like you said, Caitlin Clark came out, the rookie salary is only about $76,000, give or take, and compared to what they're making in college, that not as much, obviously, but then you do start your schedule to the next contract once you come out. It's it's an interesting topic
to figure out. I mean, I think that's what we're still just trying to figure out women's sports. And so you mentioned it right. Like Caitlin Clark came out of college where she had some great endorsement deals. She's moved into a WNBA salary of $76,000, which is nothing because her endorsement deals are through the roof. And so it's amazing just to see how that transition works. And I don't think even on the NBA side, I could be wrong, they don't have the huge signing bonuses and things that you see in some of the other sports.
I mean,
a huge salary.
Unless you're a top pick, you're not getting as much. Some of these guys are going to make more in college, but you do want to get that schedule started to get to that next contract. So
makes sense.
Coming out usually works out better.
It makes sense. Well, tune in for the WNBA draft on Monday, April 14th. I'm tuning in for the fashion because that's what I pay attention to, but I also love to see these women have their dreams come true. So Scott, thank you for joining us and talking about the WNBA draft.
Thank you.